if I know that a show is going to have like gay scenes in it, I search up the gay kisses first and see like, oh, is this something I can?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Ooh, hey, what's up, chat? What's up? We're back. We are so back, and with a new scenery, new scenery. I know it's really not even that good. I wonder if I should like change it to like look like. Hold on. I wonder if this would be better. I wonder if this is more aesthetic. I don't like the shadows though. That looks weird. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm like, nah. Maybe here. Is that good? This is cool. Yeah, this is nice, I guess. Um. Okay, yeah, I guess. Um. Okay. Cool. Um. Dude, I don't like it. 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 I guess it's fine. I should just leave it because I'm doing the most right now. Welcome back. Um, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. Everything with like finals. I moved. Finals, moving. Um, family stuff. Like it's just been like a crazy week, and I real in reality. Oh my god! In reality, I really did have an opportunity to make a video, but I don't know why I didn't. I was just like, everything's just piled up. You don't want to do shit. Like I have something I need to be doing right now, but I'm just like, I just don't want to do it, and that's like not good. But I don't think it's like necessarily bad either. Just like I have a lot on my plate, so I don't know. But it's good to like be, I guess, talking on like camera again, be back. That feels weird saying that considering how small, like, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's just been like super crazy. But enough about me. Well, I guess like this whole thing is about me. Well, like, you know what I mean. Enough about talking about how hard it was. I've been trying to like just ground myself, I guess, like get back into like the flow of everything. But like I started reading a bunch of psychology books. I think this is a good place to start off. I started reading like a bunch of psychology books. Let me not say a bunch. Because that would imply that I'm reading multiple at the same time. I started reading a psychology book, and I know this is gonna bring up like PTSD, but like the 48 powers of like the 48 laws of power or whatever. I started reading that solely just because I see how many people like take the wrong message from it, and I'm like, yeah, you don't have like critical reading skills because like you don't have to agree with everything that those books say, and sometimes it's like advice, like 48 powers of law. I think it's like you should take it and like not do those things to people because those people who did manipulate those people, it ended horribly for them. It did not end up good. So you should not do those things. You know what I mean? Or recognize those things, and so you can like take that opposition, like not take them out, but like realize what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? But getting out of that, so I started reading that, and solely because I wanted to like understand men. Like, okay, like I am a man. But I can see like some things that I do maybe aren't like considered, like a lot of my male peers would be like, oh, you do that? That's weird. Like, that's weird that you do that. But, whatever. Everybody's different. So, I guess I just kind of wanted to understand like people, I guess. I guess saying men is wrong because it would be wrong to assume that men are the only people that manipulate people, but it's like, they're like the main ones reading 48 Laws of Power. And, oh, that was loud. Like the main ones reading that. And so yeah, I kind of wanted to, I guess, tap into that. And I guess like along the way, I kind of I was realizing, and this is nothing like I'm segueing something completely different. I'm just talking. Like we're just yapping away. But what kind of got me on this whole thing about like figuring out, I guess, general male psychology is, I guess, recently the Aaron Hernandez biop, biopic, whatever you fucking call it, that thing came out. And I haven't watched the show. One thing about me, and it's like an embarrassing, I guess, embarrassing fact. If I know there's a show that's going to have like, if I know that a show is going to have like gay scenes in it, I search up the gay kisses first and see like, oh, is this something I can? Is this something I can watch? Like, is this good? Like, is it worth the watch? 9 times out of 10, it's worth the watch, but I never actually get around to doing it. So I just kind of keep watching the same. Yeah, no. But I did start watching the first episode, and I finished it. I just had to keep watching more because that was in the midst of finals and moving and all that stuff. So I was just like, it was crazy. But I started watching it, and I felt so bad for him. I felt so I felt powerless. You know that feeling where you kind of are watching, like you are watching as like the train is about to like run over that person. You know what I mean? There's a certain word for it, and you know what? Let me just look it up. I'm using my laptop as a thing, dude. Sense of helplessness, inevitability. I guess that's what it's called. I looked it up on ChatGPT because I have no idea. I felt like I was watching this inevitable, like horrible thing about to unfold, and I'm just like powerless to stop it. And I don't know if I've ever felt like that for any other, I guess, show. Even when I know something is about to go wrong, even when I know like the odds stacked against the person, maybe because I know like the actual story behind Aaron Hernandez, I just kind of have this like I know in the end it doesn't work out. I know in the end that he does something terrible. So it's like, dang, all this like lead up, and it's like all the signs that this person could have gotten help, all the signs that this person could have been saved, redeemed, and even in the ways that he thought that he could save himself, it was just like. And I guess that's like the really tricky thing about mental illness is that you can do everything in your power, it feels like, to try and like save yourself from like all this pain, and really end up just like hurting yourself all the more. And I think the way that he went about it, like, if you don't know anything about the Aaron McGregor, oh wow, Aaron McGregor, I wonder if I called him that multiple times in the video. No, Aaron Hernandez. That's a really bad. Aaron Hernandez. If you don't know anything about him, he was an ex-Patriot football player who had a lot of like terrible stuff going on in his past, like gang activity, all that stuff. His dad died when he was really young, like 16, but you know, still young, still early development, and his dad died, and that really like took a toll on him. And, you know, he got to the NFL and he didn't have many of those. And people say he was like battling with his sexuality. I don't know if that's true, but, and even like with those like gay scenes and stuff, they were like nice to watch, but like I feel a little messed up because like they weren't confirmed, I guess. And it was just like, dang, like this person's not even here to represent himself. And his wife doesn't, his ex-fiance, or yeah, I guess ex-fiance, she didn't really like it. So I kind of felt bad for like liking those scenes, but you know, whatever, who cares? That's probably not the best way to say that, but you know what I mean. He was, he had all that stuff going on, and he went to the NFL, and he played, and he was really good. He was really promising, and it all just kind of like, he did something really stupid and he killed somebody or suspected kill somebody. I don't know. The evidence kind of leads to him being the prime suspect. But yeah, he says that he's like killed one of his. I don't know the full story, but the whole thing, he went to jail, killed himself, and then this certain brain condition that he had is like one of those only things that you can pick up once the person is dead. So I forgot what it's called, but I will probably like link it right here, whatever I'm talking about it. But it's like so much damage has been done to your brain from all that football stuff. You know, getting hit multiple times, all those concussions, it can have a severe, you know, effect on your brain. And sadly, that happened to him. And even then, it kind of sucks because he was already in that mind space before all those concussions and stuff. So it's like, it really does feel like, and I talked to my brothers about this because I don't know why I feel such a like pull to this story. And maybe because my dad played in the NFL and I kind of see, like, without putting too much of my information out there, my dad, you know, I see kind of some of the effects football has negatively on people. And so when I was watching it, I was like, and it delves into all this like toxic masculinity, all this stuff, suppressed sexuality stuff. And I was just watching it and I was just like, dang, no one ever like sat this person down and told them like, yo, it's okay to be gay or whatever. It's okay to show your emotions. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to be sad. You don't have to do all of this. And I guess part of me gets really angry at the fact that so many men have to, I guess, deal with that. And I know that's not an excuse, you know, like I've done the work I need to do, and I'm still doing it, but the hard stuff, I feel like, you know, recognizing it's okay to hurt, it's okay to have all these feelings, that part I think I've really done a good number of work on. And it's really annoying, I guess, seeing a bunch of guys not realize that. And maybe in some ways, I guess it's for the best. Because, you know, maybe if you don't know the problem's there, like, it's weird. I don't know. It's way above my pay grade, and I'm not a professional. Like, I don't play any. I'm not even studying psychology. This is just like life stuff, I guess. But I was talking to my brothers about it, and they were just like agreeing with me. They were saying like, yeah, I really did feel like he was just like doomed from the start. You know, he was born into a dysfunctional family. He may or may not have been battling with his sexuality. And you know, with the whole religious stuff, not too like, but I've kind of had to like stray away from that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think religion is bad. I just think I have a bad history with it. So, and that's probably gonna be for another video for another day because it's still kind of touchy, and I'm not mature enough to have that conversation yet, or I'm not. God, I don't think mature is the word. Like I don't think I'm in the right headspace to like talk about it because I'm really emotional and I'm not able to give like an unbiased view. So it's like, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get past that. Like I want to, I really do, but I think it's just it's such a hot button topic for me. I don't think I'll ever truly be able to just like be okay with it, truly. But disregarding that, he I guess sought refuge in religion, and that religion inadvertently tells you like you should not be gay. Like he says like, oh, it's okay to have same-sex attraction, you just can't act on it. And it's like, you know, but yeah, he was struggling with that, and so I'm all tensed up. You know, he was battling with that, and so it just felt like all like a culmination of stuff. And I was watching him like go through all these like trials, like hiding in secret, doing all this stuff on the low, having a double life, all this stuff because he doesn't want to accept who he is. And it sucks because so many guys have that problem. So many guys don't want to accept who they are, you know. And it's like, and you'd think that we'd be past that by now, and it's not the guy's fault. It like, I want to stress that enough. It's nobody's fault the way that we turn out, you know. It's just kind of like unfortunate circumstances that kind of line up and you turn out however you turn out. And at some point there has to be some sort of, I guess, responsibility within the person to be like, hey, I did A, so B has to happen, and it's like, it's really that accountability that really makes the person, I think, because nobody's perfect, and everyone fucks up from time to time. Like, that's just life. And you have to, one, be willing to be like, forgive yourself for that shit. Like, that's like the hardest part, being like, dang, I really did that. Does that make me a bad person? No, you're just a person. You just did a bad thing. You're not a bad person. But I think when you do become a bad person, it's like you can't grapple with that. So it's just like, and it's like a downward spiral. I can't accept that I did it, so I didn't do it in the first place. And then it was your fault that I did this thing, and blah, 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 all that stuff. I think everyone has like a different journey, It's so hard to just like pinpoint, this is your problem and you need to solve it like this and that. And it's like, you don't have to do it like everybody else. That's like the whole thing. You don't have to watch somebody's journey. Of course you can watch somebody's journey and be inspired by it, but your journey 9 times out of 10 is not going to be the same. You can be very similar, but not the same. And why would you want it to be the same, I kind of got off topic. My tea got cold. The whole Hernandez thing, it was just like really sad watching that. Just like what seems just like a little boy trying to find out who he is, and just the world is just not forgiving to him. And it's not like that to anybody. Mostly there are lucky people that kind of get to bypass some of life's struggles, and you know what, good for them. That's great. I don't want anyone to like go through what I'm going through. And just like watching that just like tears me up inside. I'm like, I wonder how many other people are feeling this exact same way, like they need to fix something about themselves. And I guess that's where this video kind of like, I guess, will be what it's about. Everyone feels like they need to fix themselves. Like, you don't have to fix yourself. It's so sad. It's so sad watching people, especially like I see it so much with gay people. It's like they think something is like fundamentally wrong with them. They think it's like something has gone. They are such an exception. They are so different to where they don't deserve the right to have things that everyone else has by birth, And I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to be like, oh, I'm other than, so I have to be so different. I have to isolate. I have to do all this stuff. When in reality, you don't have to repent for being who you are. You don't have to. There's like this really beautiful poem. I think there's this very beautiful poem by this. I hear it on TikTok, so probably not great to like just be so vague with it.
You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese high in the clean blue air are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things.
But she was saying, like, you don't have to walk on your knees and repent to like exist. You can just exist. And that's a really hard realization to come to, especially when you've like been taught, like, especially I think that like love is conditional, and that's something really this generation has, I guess, excelled at, and I guess every other generation before too. But love should not be conditional. You know, you should not be, oh, you're a great Christian, so you get my love. Oh, you're such a great provider. Okay. Okay, my phone is at 20%. Cool. Um, oh, you're such a good lover. Like that's why I love you. Like, no, it should just be like, I see you as a person and I love you because you're a person. You know what I mean? And it's really upsetting to see how we've transformed such a like pure thing into this like, you need to have this for me to love you. You need to like have that for me to love you. But well, the thing is, I just see you for who you are and I love you. I know that kind of with that, there's some, there's some, like with everything, there's certain exceptions because life isn't black and white, it's really gray. And, you're not going to love everybody, and that's the great thing about it. You don't have to love everybody. You know what I mean? You don't have to look at somebody and be like, oh, I love you for who you are. Because if you looked at a pedophile and you were like, oh, I love you for who you are, it'd be like, but even that's like a can of worms that people are still struggling to figure out how that even occurs. And it's like, is that even a real person? Is that all that stuff? But I guess the main thing, I wonder how much battery I have. I will be right back. I'm going to get a charger. Okay. Change of scenery again. But I don't even know where we were going with this. I don't know. Damn, I forgot. Like, I don't know what I was talking about. Dude, that just tells you I'm just a freaking hyperactive. I don't even know what I'm talking about half of the time. So I was just talking about the Aaron Hernandez thing. Like, you don't have to fix yourself. I guess it's just like I came to that realization fairly recently. I guess that's why I feel so like raw to me, is because I felt like my entire life that I had to be something other, to like I had to like not be myself in order to get love. And I really did feel like that's like I was just like watching like a potential like side like parallel universe where that could have been me. And it's just, I feel like a lot of other things can be solved like that, but I know like it's hard to empathize with like people, especially like when they're murderers. It's like, and I guess I find myself like in the weird space where I'm like, why am I relating to like a murderer? And it kind of reminds me of like villains in like TV shows and stuff. It's like villains often in like media, especially like fallen heroes, it's like their critiques of like social imbalances or like social problems, and that's why we like them so much. It's like, oh, this system failed this person, maybe it's not a good system in the first place, you know what I mean? But then it's like this person did do something really wrong, and it's like, how do you defend that? But and I don't think he should be defended, I guess. But I think it's very important to, I guess, understand what made him into what he was. And it's like he wasn't just born a monster. And I guess that's the hardest part, is like relating without defending. Because I relate to a lot of stuff, but I don't necessarily defend it. It just gives me, I guess, a sense of empathy, because this world is like thriving off apathy. It's crazy. But like, it looks like I don't even have like the other side of my face. But the world like thrives off apathy. It's so weird how like the world is going into a place where it's like, oh, I don't care about your emotions, they're just emotions. It's like, that is such a wild thing to me. I don't want to make this too long, I guess, because I don't really have anything to talk about. But I feel like I talked about something really important with the whole, I guess, it being okay just to like exist, because you don't have to fix yourself. That is the worst thing I think, like, that the world can teach you, is that like something is other or wrong about you. Of course, yes, if your thing is like actively harming people, maybe you should reconsider doing what you do. But my brother, I guess I'll just leave it at this. My brother told me the world needs all different types of people to go around. Like, as much as that may suck, and it's such a, like, a weird thing to think about, because criminals, we we don't need criminals, but think about it. Like, if criminals didn't exist, you know how many people would be out of jobs? If like terrorists didn't exist, do you know how many people would be out of jobs? Like, it's just like, it's sad that these things are like in place, but it really kind of does enforce this like feeling that everything happens for a reason. Do I like criminals and terrorists? No, I think they're terrible people, but it's weird how we really do need all these people to make the world go round. And I'm sure there's some flawed thinking in that, but as of now, and I'm gonna contradict myself in this channel all the time, like, I don't want anyone to think like whatever I say is like solid in truth, because it's not. I don't even think anything anyone says is solid in truth, but it's okay to contradict yourself. It's okay to be a hypocrite. Everyone's a hypocrite. But yeah, it's just interesting how all these people, in the end, contribute in some way to something. It's interesting, you know what I mean? But that's all I want to talk about. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna try to upload like more regularly since I'm out of school. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Love you. Bye.